What's going on, guys? King Strats here, back with the video on the channel, and today, well, looks like we got Thanksgiving dinner. Not gonna sit here and say it's my first time eating it. I had Thanksgiving with my family, kind of chilled out, got to catch up on life and everything like that. Kind of was a normal person, so I heated up some Thanksgiving food later, said I would save some so that I could share it with you guys. As always, well, my sister cooked. It was really good. You know, it's good to be up with everybody, but that's neither here nor there. And drop a thumbs up for your boy. You know, I'm kind of making sure that everybody gets catching the things. So I hope you enjoy. At this point, it'd be over things when you see it. Your holiday, it's Black Friday when you see this. I hope you got to buy some wonderful stuff and you got your Christmas shopping done and all that good stuff. But anyway, thumbs up, you know, like, subscribe, all that cringy YouTube stuff. Let me go through the details real quick. It's pretty much what I have every single year, with one big change that changed everything, at least for me. So I'll go through this side first so I can get to that part. But of course, as most Thanksgivings I have, I pretty much eat the same stuff. So we got our collard greens over here on here. That's where my finger is. Use a little cursor. We got some stuffing, which I always love stuffing, but some people don't. We do have some yams, which is in the back over here. I ate some of it while I was heating it up because it just looked too good, my bad. And then we got mac and cheese, which takes up the majority of the middle section of this plate, as usual, and some oxtail. As I've said 5,000 times, I am part West Indian, even though people might not want to believe it, because I don't know why I'd lie about that, but I am. So we do have oxtail pretty much every Thanksgiving. I didn't think we were going to have it this year. So when I saw it, I was like, yo, you mean oxtail? I said, yeah. I said, that's probably like $90 right here, just in my plate. But yeah, we got oxtail, which is always good. And normally there's a big disgusting turkey, which I don't really care for turkey, which I said in the video before. But there's turkey wings. And let me just show you one real quick. Okay, so we had turkey wings, right? You know, I don't know how she made these, but they're good as hell. I never really cared for turkey, but the wings kind of were like fire. So I got like 4 of them boys here. There probably ain't no turkey left for once. Like, there's always mad turkey left. Sucks for a leftover thing, but I believe she said she's gonna like make something today. So I'm gonna have to go over there and get some so I can make leftovers. You gotta make a leftover sandwich, like Thanksgiving tradition. But I hope everybody enjoyed theirs. I'm gonna eat the rest of this, you know. Get the yams in here. You already know the vibes. For people who don't, they're just like sweet potatoes with a bunch of sugar and butter and like cinnamon. Usually marshmallows, but I don't think we have marshmallows this time. It's good though. It's always a vibe. I think today, well, I think it was the first time Thanksgiving today that I told my sister that she's like a really good cook. I usually like giving her credit, but like I feel like it's been like 6 Thanksgivings since she kind of took the reins of cooking. And W idea. Normally I tell people don't tell her I said that, but I told her this time. The stuffing. Stuffing's like there's a collard green on there too, but no matter. It's like a controversial. I feel like people either love or hate stuffing. I'm one of them people that love it. I don't know why people don't like stuffing. Most people I talk to when I say, what's your favorite Thanksgiving food? They usually will say something like turkey. Some people will say stuffing. But then I go to the least hated food, or should I say least liked food. And stuffing's always on there. Always the stuffing. Get this mac and cheese, bro. She said she went for something more old school this year. She didn't want it, because usually she makes more of like a creamier mac. So she tried to make something like that was more in between. I guess there's some people in my family that kind of like the throwback version. So it's a little less creamy and more of like the way traditionally, in particular, like black people make mac and cheese. But she said, you like it, so I still give it a 10 out of 10. Mac and cheese, man, that's, you know, it don't miss. But I'll give her credit, man. She be cooking. Doing her thing. A little bit of greens. Actually, there's a lot of greens on here, but there's a piece of stuffing on here. I know some people don't like when their food touches, but she got skills, man. She got skills. She got skills. I don't have the patience to make greens like that. You can tell those are like not from a can. Gotta wilt them down. Gotta let them cook. There's some smoked turkey in there. There's some people in my family that don't eat pork. So a lot of people do use like neck bones and things of that nature, but we don't really eat a lot of pork in my family. Some people don't. And it's not even for religious reasons. They just don't eat it. So I'll be sitting there with the bacon like, I don't eat it. I'm not done. So, not me. I eat pork. If you don't, for religious reasons, if you don't for flavor reasons, I'm not judging you. I'm just saying that me particular, I eat it. Okay. Also got this 0 sugar Minute Maid that, well, I stole it. I took it from there. Because there's no calories, but it's the closest thing to real lemonade you can ever get. So people always ask about the 0-calorie drinks. Get this. It's the closest thing to real lemonade that you can get because that has real lemon in it. Oxtail. For those who don't know, that bone in my finger, you don't eat that. You just eat it around the side. You just call your lip. What does it taste like? Meat. Like fat beef to me. It's delicious. Expensive as hell though, so I wouldn't even, like, if you're gonna try it, you missed the boat. Unless you're gonna spend like $90 for like 3 little pieces. Man, it'd be hitting. Let me get one of these too, so y'all can, here, we'll use the one. I took the legs off of most of them. So, there you go, look. I don't really like turkey. I've said it so many times, but this right here, this was good. This was good. I don't even know if she seasoned this with, but it's good. I was pleasantly surprised, because I never care about the protein. I'm just like, okay, like, let's put a little on the plate. Missing from my plate, cranberry sauce. I love cranberry sauce. I'm one of the people, like, I do like it. And potato salad. Those are 2 things missing. We didn't get cornbread this year. No cornbread. Which, a little bit of an L. But everything else was so good, I don't really care. But, you know, it would have set it off, like, but at the end of the day, I just feel like it was good. I saw some people I haven't seen in a minute, just to catch up with people. Everybody asking me for cookies. Oh, but I don't mind. I actually gave him some cookies, let me be real. So, there's a few cookies that, if you watch like my TikToks and stuff, people were asking for like a part 3, and I hadn't eaten them yet, but I gave them away, so there is no part 3. So, it is what it is. Y'all might get mad, but sometimes you gotta take care of your family. I feel like sometimes I'm like towing the line of like being the person who makes videos, but also trying to keep some sense of normalcy. But as far as real life me, which is pretty much the same person, there's always this like, it becomes a topic of conversation every time I run into people I haven't seen in a while. And sometimes like, it's weird, but I don't want to talk about it. I'd rather just like be like a normal person. Like sometimes I feel like people don't treat me like a person anymore. Which I get on the internet. Like, you guys don't see me all the time in real life, but with family members, I'm like, you know, it's still me. Like, I understand that, you know, my face might be out there more, but I try to keep a sense of normalcy in real life that I feel like sometimes I can't get because of that. I mean, it's not really a complaint. I just, for my own sanity. So when the topic of conversation in real life becomes the same questions I get asked on the internet a lot of times, now I'm like, I feel like I'm going back into internet mode, where I know some people may not understand that, but it's just me being real. Sometimes it's tough because I don't have much of like a being treated like a normal person anymore. It's something that you just kind of have to get used to. There's nothing to feel sad about. Like, it's not upsetting. It's just like, sometimes you don't feel like a real person anymore. because it's all becoming like this part. And I always try to hold on to that. That's why there's certain things that I don't bring up on the internet, you know, just to keep like something to myself. Because privacy of that sort is just becoming more rare. And I understand there's people out there that like really curious about everything and want to know everything about you, but I don't need everything about myself being on the internet. You know, so there's just certain things I've always tried to keep off limits. And I know some people like don't necessarily respect that or whatever it is, but I gotta do what I gotta do. So, you know, I keep most of my family off the internet. Relationships, if I'm talking to somebody, you know, if there's a girl around, like whatever it is, like I'm not gonna put that out there because I just feel like that's for me. It's not for everybody. Particular stories that I feel like, of course, the whole world wants that's asking me about every single day, which is probably the most annoying question about social media, is people asking about the scars on my body and my face. You know. And some people actually get like really, really disrespectful when I'm like, yeah, I just don't talk about that. And they're like, why not? I'm like, because I don't want to. But, you know, so of course there's always weird speculation. I read comments about myself where people are like, oh yeah, he must have did it to himself. I don't even bother answering anymore, you know, because it's just like, what's the point? But it comes with the territory. Though sometimes I kind of, like I said, just like being me. But you forget that the internet is full of just people that I don't know what the hell they be doing. They just got to be rude to strangers in real life. So that's why I kind of keep it private. But anyway, I'm sure. Boom. There's a few Cowboys fans watching by now that have written in the comment section, "Oh, we them boys and stuff. We had y'all shook." And I was watching a game with my family yesterday, bro. I didn't know half the players that was on the team. The Giants. I'm watching. I'm like, yo, who the hell? And I'm seeing names that half that team wasn't on the team last week. So, congratulations, to Dallas Cowboys fans. You won the regular season Super Bowl. I'll be perfectly honest with you, though. If you didn't blow out the team that was on the field yesterday, y'all still are ass. Like, you're actually a bag of trash. You won by, it was 28-20? That's pretty bad, bro. So, make sure when we're off season, just make sure we can document this. I would say this on Twitch and say clip this, but we can't. Make sure you get this part. Okay. Y'all ain't finna win nothing. Not with that team. You ain't win no Super Bowl. So when the off season, a carrot. When the playoffs come, and the Giants and the Cowboys both lose, we can pull up a chair. I said this last year too, and it happened, of course. We can pull up a chair and sit on down next to us, because you ain't winning nothing. Y'all don't be winning nothing, bro. I'm not even joking though. I was watching the game. I'm looking at the roster, like the players, when they're in a huddle. I'm like, yo, who the hell? I didn't know the wide receivers. I didn't know the linemen. I knew Barkley, Jones, and Andrew Thomas. Like, everybody else was a backup. And when you're a backup on a team that was already not good in the first place, I'll be honest with you. I said out loud, I hope we can keep this game close. I'm just not trying to get blown out at this point. So, they succeeded at that. Because let's be real. On paper, the Cowboys are light years ahead of the Giants. Our team is really not that good on paper. So, we take those. I was just happy them boys fought and get like destroyed. Like the Vikings did the week before. I think the Vikings play tonight. They play in a little bit. I don't feel good about Minnesota. Something about them seems very just like, because they're like, what, like 8-2? Something ain't right about that team though. I think it's Kirk Cousins. Something ain't right. I say this every year, but I don't trust Kirk Cousins. I think he's an okay player. He's pretty good. When push comes to shove, and I just feel like you're not going into the season like, okay, Kirk gonna lead us to the promised land. Like, it's just not, it's not finna happen. It's just not. But Black Friday coming. I don't know if y'all do the crazy stuff. I don't know if y'all do the shopping. I feel like people don't like trample each other anymore like they used to though. Because of all the online stuff. People back in the day, they used to sit outside. Be out there like midnight. Store open at 6 a.m. Just be waiting in the cold. For like a sale on a TV. And now that I'm old enough that I like can shop, you know, I would rather actually pay full price than get trampled on for a sale. Like, could never be me. It's not for me. I'm not finna do it. Like, never. I'd rather pay full price. Now, you can just hop on Amazon or whatever and just buy stuff, which I think is better. So, I'm sure there's plenty of people out there looking for like a TV. Or like a sofa. I don't know what I'm looking for, but me, I'm looking for a computer. See if I can get one. Well, I'm looking online. That's about it though. But I was kind of doing a real life thing today, which is cool. Catching up with people. I just wanted to make sure. The one thing that I didn't do was I made sure I didn't eat a lot. I just had a little plate, smaller than this. I said I'm okay because I'm gonna go home and record for the crew and check in. I hope you guys enjoyed your food. I hope you guys had a good holiday. And as always, we'll be back tomorrow. More content. I love you out of hand signs. They made it to YouTube.